Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's Monday the 5th of February 2024 and just an update of what I've been doing. It's just gone 5 p.m. here in the UK, and today started around about 4 a.m. this morning with a ping of my phone which woke me up, and I must have received probably about 10-15 emails at that point. I did do an hour's worth of study. I'm currently studying for my A2 CFC certificate, which is coming along slowly. I'm spending about an hour a day on it, really, just sort of space myself out and just give me a break from looking for work, as it were. I've just had a whole load more emails come back in again, and they've probably got there's at least 30 in the list there across 2 different mailboxes. So I shall go through and have a look at those in a minute. The issue I do have at the moment is a lot of the jobs that are coming through are, I can see one that's just come up. It's an assistant playground installation engineer. Love to be able to do that kind of work. Really would love to be out doing practical stuff again. But no, it's not going to happen. I wish there was something I could add on to the search engine for jobs, or where I'm registered to say I have a disability and this is the kind of stuff that I can't do. But unfortunately the search engines and the job sites are not that. They don't collect that kind of data. I think legally they're not allowed to. But unfortunately, as the agents that have phoned me up have found, I'm very honest in sort of telling them that I've got MS, and some of the roles that they want to put me forward to are just not suitable. On the brighter side of things, I've had a phone call today from my ex-work colleague, a good friend of mine, who has been a bit down in the dumps about the work in search. Unfortunately, they've got expenses they've got to cover off and things, so they're kind of trying to urgently find a job of the right type of work. And sounds like she's got a second interview, so hopefully that will go well. Hopefully by the end of this week might actually have some really good news. As I said, so it's the 5th of the month, so injection night tonight. I will video doing an injection again, and just to sort of show how effortless it is. The new drug and the injector and everything is really quite good. But as I said, going through the jobs and things, it is kind of depressing. I'm trying not to allow it to grind me down. In the past, where I've had to use things like this, and I was desperate for work because I had a mortgage running at the time. Now, I tried to be upbeat about a job, and an agent called this morning, and I tried to be cheerful, polite, and hopefully demonstrate the help desk qualifications and skills and things like that that they would expect to talk to somebody and be confident on the phone, etc. So I try and express that in every time I phone a help desk, even if it's phoning the insurance companies. I always try to strive to be polite. I am applying for jobs which I know are not great, or I don't think they're going to be suitable, but if anything, I'm hoping it proves to the government, social services and things, that I am actually trying to look for work. I'm not trying to ride the storm, as it were. But it is hard, and I will keep going in it. It might take a little while, but I will find work. I've got to find work. Just my insanity, really. Outside of work searching, I said I had to pop over to a friend's this morning, get some paperwork signed for some legal stuff we're doing at the moment. The long and short of it is I've applied for a thing called lasting power of attorney, which means that if I'm incapable of making rational decisions, somebody I've already nominated can step in and carry on. I'm doing that mainly because my father had dementia, and I had a lasting power of attorney, it's called, on my father, and I was able to help him make decisions and things. I still you know, asked him and gave him the chance, but gave him advice and things, especially when it came to going into a home, which he detested wanting to do for a long time. And I stood by him and defended him on that decision. And the authorities in the UK were really helpful on that, actually, and managed to get some home help and things like that, which was great. But when it became too much for him, he did ask if I would look at see if I can provide a home for him, as where he was living was becoming too much of a thing to look after. So yeah, having lasting power of attorney was great because it made it a lot easier for me to speak on his behalf. Like I said, with now knowing we've now got dementia in the family, I decided that it would be best for me to do something similar. So I put my wife and my kids into the policy so they can make decisions for me. My wife has also done that as well. Now, I would say I started this process about 2 weeks before Christmas. So it's been chugging along quite well. I just needed a little bit of attention to get some paperwork signed and things. So I've done that. Glad I did do it before Christmas, as that at least it got paid for while I was still working. If anybody out there is fearful of that, maybe go online and look at lasting power of attorney. It's called LPA. You can do a lot of it online. It's not free. There is a charge, but it's cheaper than doing it through a solicitor. And actually being through the solicitor path with my father, doing it this way has certainly been easier, simpler, and of course cheaper. If you're in doubt or anything like that, I would suggest maybe doing something like that. You may have something similar in your own country, don't know. If you do, leave a little comment down below of what you would do, etc. in your own country, as others may not know what's available or the procedures or anything like that. I will include a link to the LPA site down below in the comments. Oh, by the way, if you don't mind, smash the like button if you could. It confuses the algorithm. No, it doesn't. It helps the algorithm with the channel and things like that. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. I may inflict more videos on you in the future. Also, as I said in my previous videos, if anybody's got any ideas or anything they would like to know about or anything like that, please comment below and I can see what I can do. I'm going to speak to the phlebotomist and ask her if she's comfortable with me videoing the blood collection, for a better term of words. It's actually really quite an interesting process, but I obviously will have to ask the phlebotomist if I can video it. So then she might say no, and I have to respect that, of course. But for now, thanks very much for everyone watching, and I will give you an update as soon as I can. Thanks for the time. Catch you later.